Today class will be learning how to make a kimono dress. This is 2 yards of fabric. This is it. So I'll be using this 2 yards of fabric width from the length of 45. The Ankara is 2 yards, so the length it ought to be. Every Ankara have by length in its width 45 inches and its length 45 inches and its width by yards. So now we'll be using just 2 yards for this fabric, and I'm folding it by 45 inches so that the kimono can be big enough and have the side draperies that I want in it. So let's get started. This is just a ready-to-wear kimono dress that I will be making. So I'll just be making the neck area, and the neck area that I'll be using is just 3 inches. Can you see this is divided into two parts, then the fourth part. So we'll be dividing this, just the neck area 3 inches, then the depth like 2.5 inches. Then we just make a circle around it. So the full length of the hand I want is just, the full length is 22.5 inches, and this is a standard measurement for a ready-to-wear kimono dress. So we've made the circle, we've made the round neck of the dress. The next thing we'll make is just the sleeve area. So basically for everybody we have a sleeve area of 10 to 11 inches. So I don't know who will be purchasing this. I'll just make sure of 11 inches like this. Then I will come in just by half an inch, just half an inch, so that there can be a little curving for sleeve around it. Then downward 1.5 inch downward. This will serve as where to curve. So now we don't want to have just a straight form of the sleeve. We just have to curve it a little bit. You can use your hand or your hip curve. I don't have a hip curve, so I will just use my hand to just form it like a sleeve area so that it can make it. So we just trim out. The next thing is the neck area. So basically, because we want it to have a cutting at the front, we just have to go by half an inch here, so that we can have a slant shoulder. Then we cut out so that we can have an opening at the back. So the next thing is that I want to make the front part to have a 2 inches band that makes it more unique. And this kimono dress, we have a drip by its side. So I'm just bringing out this for the frontal part. Then I'll measure 1 inch. Why? Because I want it to have a space when I wear it. It will not just look like. So I'll be removing a 1 inch from this. Why? Because I want it to have a free space. I don't just want it to just be full at the front. So I'm just measuring 1 inch from the upper part down to the lower part of the kimono. Let's ensure this goes well. Then we cut it out. So now, the next thing we'll be doing is that we'll go to our sewing machine to sew. But first of all, before going to our sewing machine, Can we see that this has been slanted already? So once we get to our, now we are on our sewing machine. This is the back of the fabric. Can we see? Then we'll just be bringing a one piece from the front part and be joining it to the second part, to the fabric of the back part. This is just the back, the front part. So you'll be bringing it back to this shoulder plate, this shoulder here. You join it together, then you sew. Can you see? The shoulder here. This is the front, this is the back. The front having a cut. Then sew. Just sew with an half an inch. So you do the same to the other part of the back. This is the other part of the front part. So you just bring it together. The neckline facing the neckline and the armhole facing the armhole. Then we sew. Sorry. There's a cut in my room, so I have to, you can put it. So we are done with this part. So we go to the table again. So when I started this class, I said I'm using 2 yards of fabric for the bodies of the kimono. Then I have 1 yard extra for the pocket side and for the band of the kimono. So now the next thing we'll be doing is that we'll be measuring from this lower part down to the neckline of this back part, so that we can know what length of a fabric we should cut. So now we go. This is this. It's 31. This is 39. We have 39 all round. So 39 plus 39, because I folded it into 2. That is close to 80. So we'll be cutting 80. We'll be cutting a band of 80 inches by length and width of 3 inches. So I'll be dividing this into 2 so that I'll be able to achieve this 40, because this length of Ankara is 45 inches. So I'll be cutting it by 2 so that I can get the appropriate length that I need for the kimono dress. So now the inches that I need should not be more than 3 inches. But here I have 3.5 inches, so I'm fine with that. Then we cut out. Oh, let me do 4 inches so that it can give me a perfect one once I finish sewing. So sew unit, this is 4 inches. Then we cut out. Make sure you cut it straight so that there will not be a part that is not well in the dress. So, yes, this is still all that we need for now. Then we'll be splitting this into 2 because we need 80 inches for the round neck that we need. So cut it into 2. It's more than what I needed, so I trimmed a little bit back. So now we'll be starting. This is the shoulder of the kimono dress. This is the shoulder of the kimono dress. So you just place it very well like this. and have this part, this neck part, So we're starting from the lower part of the neck part here, round to the neck. So join us. We are through with making this part of the dress, so we'll just be doing it like this and bringing this part. I'm making this from the other end, this other end. So I'll just be folding this in. It's like I'll be folding this in by half an inch. So we'll be using it to cover this ones. Then we sew it. So we sew. Then we add the top. So we sew. I'll bring this in. I'll begin to sew. Just make sure you are bringing the half an inch in. We're using dressing iron to do this piece. Just make sure the half an inch is going in and covering this part. You can end it. So we are through with the fixing of the band to the dress. This is it. So now we'll be going to the sleeve area to just fold in half an inch, but I'll be using basically this black part so that I can appropriately get what I need. Just go in like this side, like this, then you sew. So now we'll be doing the same thing for the other part of the sleeve part. This is here. So we'll be doing the same thing. So you just sew. Do the same motion. Now, here we go. So now I actually want to show us something. Okay. I want to explain this to us because this kimono dress will be having drip by this side. So I'll just be taking it in by 1.5 inches. Why? So that I can have a space to put the tip inside. So I'll do that to the upper part, the other side of the kimono dress. So we can. to this part, then we'll be going back to the other side of the dress to make the same thing. Four pieces of these stripes, and its length is 24 inches by length, and by width it is 1.5 inches. So I'll be sewing. You can cut it. So you sew in so that you can add stripe that I made. So we're putting it here. Make sure it is at this upper part so that the sewing machine can, it is a little bit like half an inch higher than where we shoved, so that the sewing machine can be able to sew it. Likewise for the other part too. So now we'll place the sewing machine here and we will sew. Here we have to first na bread ó ti tán ṣòro tí wọ́n ojú bẹ́ẹ̀ náà.